Hey guys, how are ya? We're back with Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. And we're close to starting our third case. We have just joined Strata at the Strand Lane bath. The ancient Roman bath at Strand Lane is soon to be reopened to the public, but what mysterious and forgotten curses might it conceal? Only one person can discover the truth, and that is me. Let's see, some new things. Okay, the first two I already finished. Some new personality stuff about the Mexican. Okay. Let's just take a look. Okay, fine. Alright, so let's get started and go to Strand Lane Bath. Let's see if I have to change. But first of all, where's my dog? Where's Toby? There's Toby. Wanna say hello?
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Alright, and let's talk to Watson.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Nothing good. Okay, let's start. Let's go to Strand Lane Bath and let's see what's what. All I know so far is that there's mysteries about a weapon which just vanishes after they killed the person, and hopefully it's not an ice pickle. Or something made of ice. I think it's too old for a 3D printer.
What a beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Okay. Let's start with the crime weapon.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here.
Okay.
We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
I think it's gonna be the archaeologist. Let's see.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Very nice.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
The crime scene and what? Find the murder weapon. What else? And meet Lestrade. It's finished, okay. Find the missing weapon that was used to kill Sir Rodney Bentcliffe and search the crime scene at the area of the Strand Lane Bath.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
What should we do next, Holmes?
We should talk to this fellow there, but first of all...
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Alright. I see something over here. Frigidarium. Okay. Wait. That's what
Frigidarium.
So you're not gonna tell me what Frigidarium means? Thought you were Sherlock Holmes, you know what it is. Exitus. Okay.
The steam room.
This is steam room. Okay.
The changing room.
Ooh. What's with the... I can't look at that. Let's talk to this young fella. Why is the dog barking again? Okay.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Okay, before we get started, I will just close the window. Alright, let's take a look at the cellar. White wrinkles, okay. Starched, color fastidious. Ah. Scissor cut, grooms himself, lives alone, okay. Why is this? That's not normal. Shiny buttons, so it's pretty new. Manchester City. It looks too new.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Okay. Phillips in a telegram from the post office at 7:30 this morning. Can I take a look at it? Or can I just take a word for it? Can't take a look at it, okay. Okay. Let's go to the changing rooms and the steam room. Alright. What do we find here?
Champagne for a special occasion.
Nothing on the bottom. Is there something else inside? Melted ice.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
Yeah. I'm more and more convinced that it was an iced weapon.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Okay. What's next? There's nothing.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Some towels. I don't think that there's something there. Let's take a look over here.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
Okay, and one more.
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Okay. Can't take a further look. Let's go into the steam room. Oh, let's take a look at the clothes again. Maybe deduce somehow who's is what. Okay, there are some big boots, some jeans, and a shirt. This is more expensive. Slippers, in a way. Okay, this one is more working. This is more nicely looking. That one as well. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Okay, he's missing an eye.
Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Okay, let's start and examine the body. First of all, the eye. That's sure.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Oof. Yeah, I'm still pretty sure it was just ice.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Yeah.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Okay. Ah, wedding ring.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Okay.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Was it all?
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
Okay.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Okay, so the body is gone. Still some blood left. Ah,
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
isn't there a key? Am I not seeing a key here? Yeah, I thought so.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Something else? No. Ah, no, I don't want to use it yet. Let me just talk to the other guys first. Mr. Lincoln.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
Okay.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
He has blood on his towel, yeah.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
At least he touched the body. Looks like
It's
it.
horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Okay, one guy. It's Mr. Garrow. He's the one with the blood on the towel. Or it could be that he was just next to him. What do we have here?
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
Ah, okay.
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
That's interesting.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Short-sighted. Okay. Okay, we have to still the switch to turn off. We need something to get this out. Is there something else here nearby? Wait. Gold?
The grid cannot
Gold.
be removed. The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, the weapon is the thing what is what was melted in there. Let's pull the switch. Let's see what happens.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Ah, okay. So I can turn back off. I think I will need this later on. Let's go outside. Let's see if I can find something to grab this piece of metal. And I have to go to one of the guys. Ah, Can't I just... Can't I just take the ice out or so? No. Okay, this one is really finished. I don't have to take a look at this anymore. Alright.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Wait.
Please wait. I need to do something first.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I will take a look at those gentlemen again.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Mm-hmm. I think it's the ice.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Morning telegram.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No,
Of course not.
I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
Okay. Can we take a look at your desk? No, I can't.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Okay. Let's see if we can open another door. There's something else. Okay, this is a way out. Okay. Why? Turn around. What do we have here? Rodney Bentcliffe. Okay. Ooh. Something to
This
examine.
area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Ah, I can take one of those to remove the item I'm looking for.
I
This
will
one?
need these tongs. Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Alright. Let's see what else do we have. Bentcliffe's research. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be a part of something larger. At the present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what that might be. Okay.
A shape has been
Ah.
cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Did he take it? Okay. Is there something else nearby?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Alright, that's all for that table. A document. Dear friend, Sir Rodney's draft. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Lane Bath next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and record it favorably if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bancliffe. What's new here? Alright, the tonks, okay. The tonks. What's something? Oh, I see. I need to get back to my house soon. Do some medical testing. Daily Mirror. There are few among us who could claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bancliffe. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety, and vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms, as has oft been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving authoritarian. Wait. Okay. He's charming but unforgiving and authoritarian? Okay. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. If say so. Another newspaper. The Times. Miraculous reopening for the Strand Lane Roman bath excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when a savior arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bancliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all of the exciting news as it develops. Alright, then backstory. Let's examine all of this.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Yeah, it's the same as the others. Let's take a look at the shelves. Nothing above. Nothing here. Nothing of use. Ah, boxes. Photo negatives. What's that? Asuan 1888?
A glass plate negative is missing.
Aha.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Okay. One part is missing. I can only take a look at one.
Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Okay. So, there's one missing. Alright, that's all of that. Something else here? No. Okay, let's get back to... Let's take a look around here. Okay. That was not my
My God,
intention.
are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Alright.
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
I'm pretty sure we need to go there. I think somebody just took something from the cold room, brought it over to the steam room, killed the guy with whatever was there, and then it just melted. Let's go back to the steam room. I wanna try something. Alright, gentlemen, so here. Let's do this again. Let's look around. Maybe
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Okay, let's walk around the room like this. Maybe I can find another clue. Those are the 3 person. No, it's just the one handle I can see. Bright, the rest I can't. Okay. This is gonna be a pretty long case, I think. So let's get back to here. Talk to Lestrade so that they can interrogate the suspects.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
None, Lestrade.
Not yet. Examining belongings. Why is he... What? Every time I want to move fast, he's walking to the wrong direction. The belongings are also at the station. Okay. Then let's go to the station. Yep. Let's go to Scotland Yard. Let's see if we can deduce anything in the meantime. We have 2. They're not... No. Right. Too few clues.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, let's start with the clothes. Let's Pitkin, Garrow, Blinken, Bandcliff. Let's start from the left.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
Right.
A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Okay, nothing of importance. Let's look at Garrow's.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Drug file, okay.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Okay. Sir Gregory Pitkin's letter to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the bath to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. Okay, so now we know why it collapsed. They already did an excavation there. We have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find yourself another workplace. Okay.
An ordinary pencil.
What's that? And one more. There's the ring.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
There's something here.
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Okay. There's something else.
An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. An old and rather dirty coin.
7.
A hand-drawn map. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil.
Yeah, I thought so.
To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Okay, how do I do this? There's something written there. What?
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Okay. Today I almost found that this date will go, what?
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
Okay, report from coroner. Sir Rodney Bancliffe, aged 63. The right eyeball has been burst. It has been burst, pierced to the hilt by a curved-bladed knife. The blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which, completing its trajectory in the cerebellum, caused hemorrhagic lesions. Ah, I forgot something. All of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and ciliated debris that may correspond to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber. A decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We've taken a look at all of those. Forgot something else. Let's go back to the bathhouse before I forget it later on. So what do we have here? No, let's just tick them off. Not enough to deduce it. Alright, let's go back to this room.
I should analyze this melted metal.
I thought so. Okay, the examination is concluded. The body, the suspects, and something else. Okay. Let's go back to Scotland Yard. Let's take a look at the body first, then we can go back home to Baker Street to do some chemics, and then we will talk to the suspects. We have the morgue. This was Strahd's room. Morgue. Oh no. Was
Locked.
this was locked? Okay, yeah. Then it was alright. Let's go down here and look at the body. Let's start with the...
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
But a curved knife, really? Was a piece of metal a curved knife earlier?
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Rotate the body, really? Okay, then let's rotate him. Ooh, scars.
The bruising is in lines.
Did he got whipped?
Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
Ah, okay. I've never been here before. Let's just take a look around. But I don't think that there's something...
What should we do next, Holmes?
We should head home in a bit. Yeah. Let's get back home first. This has nothing to do with anything. This is all just negative. Yeah. Alright. Okay, let's go to our desk. What do we want to do and analyze first? Let's start with... Yeah, let's start from the top. Dirt. Ah.
White clay particles. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold.
Ah, okay. So the ring was fake.
Selenite. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay.
Okay.
Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
White London clay.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Alright. Let's take a look at the blood.
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface.
Okay.
I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Oh.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
What? Yeah. If there's water in the blood, then the instrument used to kill him has to be ice. Doesn't it?
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it
Alright.
changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look here what happens. Okay. It's red. And this one is red as
The
well.
reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality.
Okay. Now we have some more clues. Let's take a look. Champagne. Nope. Nope. Okay, what's our first clue? The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam, or the presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. I think it's linked. It's just because I've heard of a similar story, and that's why I think it's this one. Hopefully I'm wrong. Otherwise it would be too otherwise it would be too easy. More clues. Stone notes. Nope. Nope. Okay, everything else is ticked off. Okay, that was the first real clue. So...
On the sofa for the third time.
Yeah. I thought that already. Okay, let's talk to the suspects. So, you said it was a curved knife. I think it was a curved piece of ice. I'm still not sure what the silver has anything to do with it. Wait. I've been there. Ah, let's talk to them. Who first? Mr. Garrow, you had blood on
Please
you.
escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
That was not the question. Alright. Let's take a look. His beard, badly shaven, yeah. He looks tired. Eye bags, yeah. Huh? Why is he moving like this? Got the eye bags already. The wrinkles? Something, yeah, dirty. Wait. What? Protective amulet, Hamza hand, superstitious. Ah, okay. So he believes in something superstitious. I missed something. What did I miss? One of those buttons? No. Let's go all the way here. I missed something significant. Ah, here. Perspiration. Okay. Oh yeah. There's a lot of sweat on his skin.
What is your occupation?
I am a counsellor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
Who is
I
he?
beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear... No, nothing. I'm better now.
Something's off.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses.
Okay, it was
I
his
was not
glasses.
feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife. What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
What?
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
What? Okay, he's superstitious, definitely.
His ring. Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
What the hell?
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know.
Why would you say no and then I don't know?
Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Okay, let's take a look at the clues. Although no, I won't. I will take a look at the clues when I talk to all 3 of them. I think it's better. Mr. Blinkhorn.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
The way he says suspect is
Good
so...
day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Okay. Nothing about his beard, something about his eyes. Focused, okay, attentive. What? I can't see anything. Not wealthy, okay. Ah, there it is. Nope, not wealthy, shabby worker, okay. Rusty braces. Fresh dirt stain, recent earthwork. Sure, he's an archaeologist. Careless.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive, too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
No, they're not.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Maybe he was drugged, and then he did it, and he had a sort of episode or something like this.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Easy answer.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Yeah, the other guy didn't put it in.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
I think he got drugged so that he killed the main guy.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Mm-hmm. He is arrogant and a fool. He is clearly shaven. Okay, nothing on his face. What's... Oh, maybe here. Arrogant look. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something about the clothes, the ring, of course. Aristocratic roots. Okay. There's a watch, a gold chain, cashmere waistcoat, man of wealth. Yeah, definitely. But I doubt that he's a killer. It would be too easy. Still something missing again. Oh, the chin. Yeah. Mouth shape. Disdain. Okay.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes, I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament. Suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Okay.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Okay.
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No. But I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Okay. Now I have to review all the... Okay, fight and wound, maybe? No. Let's just tick everything off. What? Okay. Something new. Blinkhorn simulation. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at a high cost to his morale. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of their working together and the chance of learning from him. Who the hell was Blinkhorn again? Take a look. That's Blinkhorn. That's the archaeologist. I'm not sure yet. Let's just take this one first. This goes down there, okay. And this one goes down there. Let's stay with this. Select the new one. Possible silver weapon? Yeah, an item of silver has been recently melted in the brazier. Yeah. Ah, wrong button. Sorry. Nope. Nope. What else? A mortal secret. Why would Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? Ooh, something new. The Lost Expedition. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. Okay. Some more clues. They are read already. Okay. Okay, we need to find the last expedition. How? Oops. How am I supposed to do that? The map. Around St. Albans to the north of London, it can be found on the map. Ah, maybe I should go there. St. Albans. Can I go there yet? No.
I'm not sure that I can be helpful at the moment.
Okay.
I'm trying to rest.
Do you have something else to ask me?
I thought so, but no. No.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, let's see. Let's get back to Baker Street. Maybe we just talk to Watson, maybe give us an idea. Because at the moment I'm a little bit lost.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I thought you would have a clue. Oh. Ew. Really? Why is the telescope on that fat woman?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Toby can't help me. Oh, research. Search for Sir Bencliff. British architects. Economics.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one.
Nope.
That is not the one I need.
Edison, machine, Nikola Tesla, typewriter, one dynamite. 1893, Greek, no. Roman.
That is not the one I need.
And then it's ancient.
That is not the one I need.
Why not? Body chemistry, first aid, tuberculosis, cocaine, snake oil. Nothing here. No. Yeah, newspaper 1893. East Africa. Yeah.
That is not the one I need.
His mummy. Bencliff's mummy. The great excavation in Aswan has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bencliff directed the archaeological work. A mummy was found with an enucleated eye and posed in an unusual position. The right hand was tensed as if reaching out for something or to someone. The mummy was buried upright. She has been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished, for he saw what he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, as some symbols found in the tomb are in common with the Mithric mysteries.
Here it is.
Okay.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Alright. Wait. Letters? Didn't even know they are letters. Puna's Revenge. Ah, Echoes! The last two cases I solved. The grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murder of Peter Carey was Pablo Coventrao, one of Carey's former harpooners. However, lawful justice could not be awarded. Coventrao was found dead of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime. Alright.
This is where I keep my post.
Yeah, I want
This is where I keep my post.
Why do I just get one echo? Where's the other one? Why can't I take this one?
This is where I keep my post.
Because I already fixed up another... Whatever. Alright, if I take a look at the bath again. He was pointing to something. Something new? No, I think it's all the same. I still have a remote idea. Missed something. It was pointing into that direction. Or maybe not. Something with a steam.
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.
Let's take one more look here. Is there something I can find? No.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bent.
Yeah, I know that. So the shelves are already here. Nothing here. Nothing there. How am I supposed to find this? What a cup was Sir Rodney about to make? Ah, the map at Baker Street. Okay, let's try this. Let's go here. Find the location which is written, which is marked on the map. Go there, take a look.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Okay, it looks like that. Just take a quick first look. I can see something of importance. Down here. Maybe not. Here.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
Awesome. Let's go to St. Albans. Crime and Punishment. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Ah! Dostoevsky. Okay, that's the way back. Can only walk here.
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
Well, let's get inside, find out. Domum Hadrianum? Okay.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Ah, okay. Hidden Temple of Mithras. Followers of Mithras were covert, worshipping more conventional deities such as Juno or Neptune in their everyday lives. Mithras temples were usually found below the temples of other gods. Mithras followers often referred to their traditional deities to gain passage to the Mithraeum. The example of the Mithraeum of Dio in France is interesting, as the entrance was located beneath a carved statue of Diana. This entrance was possibly revealed by a cleaver stone, a rope mechanism which may never have been discovered if the water infiltration had not destroyed the mechanism, opening the way down to the Mithraeum. Mithraic temples can be found in Rome, Ostia, Numidia, Dalmatia, Britain, and along the Rhine-Danube frontier, while being somewhat less common in Greece, Egypt, and Syria. Alright. I don't know how this helps me, but okay. Metal cubes. Yeah, just take every little piece of it. A document task: Mithraic Mysteries. The cult of Mithras was a mysterious religion practiced with the Roman Empire from around the 1st to 4th century AD. The name of the Persian god Mithra, adapted by the Greeks as Mithras, was linked with a new and distinctive imagery. Worshippers of Mithras had a complex system of 7 grades of initiation with ritualistic meals. Initiates would meet in the underground temples called Mithraea that were retained in large numbers. The iconic scenes of Mithras show him as being born from a rock and slaughtering a bull. Tauroctony. Interesting. Tauroctony knife. The knife used by Mithras for the tauroctony, the sacrifice of the bull, is originally a curved sacrificial blade of Persian origin. Its curve can be from 5 to 15 degrees. Okay, got killed by this special knife. The name is derived from the Persian shamshir, which means sword. This radically curved sword family includes the shamshir, scimitar, talwar, kilish, pulvar, and Mongol saber. The myth of the golden knife is the key to the Mithraic mysteries that some describe as equivalent to the Holy Grail. The golden knife carries a curse that will spill the blood of the unworthy who would dare to touch it. Okay. So it's more of a suicide then. The floor was cracking. There's something underneath? No. Curses and beliefs. And the empty coconuts that they used to imitate the sound of horses' hooves. Another strange ritual for the old gods to keep the evil spirits away. People feeling that the dark eye was upon them would melt their valuables in the fire. That's what the first dude I interrogated did. He saw the blade, he was superstitious as hell. That's why he dropped his silver coins in there, all his valuables in the fire. Okay, sub-Saharan tribes burned fruits, and the rich Roman families spared no expense melting silver or tin. But there's rich, he's not rich. The other one is rich. It is not recorded if such valuable offerings were thrown away with the ashes or if they were reused at a later date. Okay, a lot of clues here. Okay. Wait.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
Okay. With this in mind, let's take another look. Because the floor is cracking, I thought that there would be some hidden component there also. But it doesn't look like it. So anything else here I can examine? Nope. Let's go. Oh, what's that? Cyclops. Area 1.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge.
Okay.
Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this information. Can I go back here? No, I can't. Let's go over here. Let's go to the second. Let's go over here. Area 2 pits.
I don't need the ropes for now.
Ah, okay. So he was in one of those pits. This one.
Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush.
Okay. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Object of interest. I think I need to get down there. Or down somewhere. It's area 5 now. Let's go the right way. What is 2? And there would be 3 over here. Yeah, Arc of Hadrian. Let's go down here first. Is there something else? Nope. Okay. This one is open as well.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
Okay, something else. Bentley's power. Dear Lord Blackmore, the manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, was quite a nuisance at the start when I arrived. After you stepped in, he became rather more helpful. Occasionally, people of his rank are not well suited to a work of such great magnitude. They lack the necessary vision. In a few weeks' time, I hope to bring good news of the Strand Lane bath. I am on the verge of discovering a major archaeological artifact, one that might be used politically by your party to demonstrate the strength of our ancestors and fulfill the need to protect our empire from any present and future threats. Kind regards, Robert Bentley. Okay, who is this Lord Blackmore? I haven't heard of him. Okay. Gastrophites. Calvin, Hobbes, and you... Calvin, Hobbes and you consider yourselves as being so smart and funny. Calvin and Hobbes? I like these names. I had a good laugh when you froze Miss Durkin's notes about the Ark of Hadrian in the ice. However, our thesis exams are just ahead, and as you are the so-called brain of our improbable duo, I have to warn you that my Gastrophites model, the ancient Greek crossbow, and not the medical device to relieve constipated people as you might have thought, is not to be touched, or else I'll have to inform Mr. Wormwood about everything we've done these past 2 years. P.S. I ate Hobbs' tuna sandwich. Okay, a lot more names. I still have no idea.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
And I will have to...
This is a reproduction.
Okay, I think I will have to rearrange this later. There's a map. I can't use the map, but I got a new clue. Alright. Where is it here? Pitkin feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the Roman bath because of Sir Rodney. He was angry because of this. Or Pitkin expects to receive much of value from Sir Rodney's research. The work will increase the bath's renown and popularity. Should be this one. Let's try it this way. Okay, this will go down there. I think it's this. Ah yeah, okay. Well, I should just leave it like that. I will have to find more clues. Okay, I came from there. Let's go over here.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city. The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Ah. Okay, I need to get over there. Actually, I'm pretty sure how. But first I will take a look around furthermore.
It is a broken statue of a bull. It is a statue of Minerva. Neptune, the god of the sea.
Okay.
Construction hooks. Construction hooks.
Yeah, I know what I have to do, but there's still one piece missing. I think. Ah, area 5, okay. Let's go down here. Haven't been there. Tablinio, okay. What do we have here?
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
Yeah, thought so. Just scratch it off. It's a man taking a bath. A few other people around. Frigadium. Yeah, it's the cold part. The cold bath.
I can see now.
I can see clearly now the rain is coming.
Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
And now we have to remove all this stuff. Really, but I wanna shoot a crossbow over there. Yeah, Neptune and Minerva find a use. Okay. Fresco depicting Vulcan and Cyclops. Okay, then I think we need to get to the Strand Lane bath again.
Mr. Holmes, We've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
I haven't even asked for it yet.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Alright, let's see what we find here. It nearly looks the same, like on the picture. Ooh, what do we have here? Helmet. Ah!
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
Okay. Alright, we have a helmet. Let's take a look around first. Maybe we can find something else, something useful. There's a ship. A helmet and a ship. One-eyed face, it's a Cyclops. Okay, let's push in this one first. And then we need Vulcan. Maybe those two or the others. Wraith? Wreath? I don't know how it's pronounced. Scorpion? Nah. Caduceus? Nah. Trident? No. A jug? What's here? Spider? Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. We have... Ah! There it is. We have the trident and this one. I have an idea. Let's get around. The helmet. Helmet and trident. Let's push out this again. Ship. Helmet. Let's go to the trident. That's a jug. Here's the trident. Nothing happens? Can I get... I can't get into the water. What else do we have? And we have this one. Vulcan. At work in the forge. Okay, we need the Cyclops as well. Maybe I need 4. But what's the symbol for Vulcan? Not sure. Ship. This one. There's something special about Vulcan. Yes. He has a beard, he has a hammer, and he's using a forge. Scorpion. Not sure the scorpion will help, but maybe I should push all of those. Okay, I need to push 4. I know this not now, because he's backing out on his own without me pressing circle. Trident. Maybe the jug. Nope. Still nothing happened. I think that's a puzzle. Or should I really just... I pressed all of those now. Maybe let's press them all. Let's see what happens. Pushed all of them in. And there's something there. No. This is just not that easy. This one has no person in front of it. Maybe I just need to push 2 of those or 3. But maybe only those where there's no statue on the other side. There are only a few. So there's no statue, that's fine. Although I think it's wrong. Because I can't push in this one. This one also makes no sense. Ah. Yeah, this one is still white, all the others are green. This one is green as well, so don't have to do anything with those. This one is green as well. Let's put it back out. This one is green. This one is not. This one is green. So only 2. Yeah, the 2 I already thought so. Only one-eyed face. Can't do anything to this statue. And the helmet. Maybe it opens a hidden passage or something. Let's walk around the wall. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nope, can't open this one. Okay. I pushed the trident. Maybe I should push everything in except of those two. Alright, let's try it this way. One last try. But I think I'm missing something. Oh, this could take a while. Do anything else? Ah!
Why didn't I see that earlier?
A symbol.
Nice. There are symbols. And that's why it wasn't green. Yeah. Just I think to take a look at those two. I didn't have to push the others. Ah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. There's another symbol.
A hidden sign.
Okay, this is a key. Is this something new? Nope. So we have a symbol of a key down there. But you know what? Just because, push them all in. Okay, the one was a key. And it was here. Something like an arrow. But I'm not finished here yet, am I? Leads the point towards the frigidarium. Okay. See if there's something behind the statues. I'm pretty sure there is not. Why do I hear horses? Okay, I found two symbols. Let's try something. Changes in a way? No, it does not. Don't seem to miss anything. At least nothing obvious. Something in the ceiling now. Maybe I need to talk to someone.
All these events...
Let's go back to... Let's go back to Scotland Yard first. Maybe I can talk to one of them. And find out more about those symbols. But as you can see, it will take a little longer than I thought. I will take a little break, and we'll continue this case later on. Alright. Hope to see you guys then. Bye bye.